Hey guys, I'm Bailey from Pure Earth Coffee, and today I'm going to be doing an overview of the MCR6 from Mill City Roasters. So jumping right into the build quality and some of the engineering design and decisions that the Mill City team made for the MCR6. Right off the bat, this is a fully industrial machine, so everything is really robust. All the buttons are fully industrial. It's got a great PLC board, so everything you're pushing is exactly like what it would be at like a manufacturing plant or something like that. One of the biggest reasons why we decided to go with the Mill City Roaster MCR6 is because of the dual wall 403 stainless steel drum. It's a little bit superior than some other metal options that are out there on the market. Some versions use like a cast iron and just kind of has a tricky heat retention at times. So we really liked the 403 stainless. If you think of like a Michelin 3-star restaurant, all those chefs are cooking in a stainless steel pan. So if we're gonna get some high quality specialty coffee out of this thing, we definitely want that stainless steel drum. And then overall, just taking a look at some of the build features, everything is, like I said, just really heavy duty. Everything has a nice high quality feel to it. There's nothing really cheap feeling about this. I mean, even down to like some of the nice wood accents that they got on the Trier handle. Really just a lot of good features to this machine. So this roaster is spec'd to do 192 kilograms per day. You can get a little more or less depending on what your gas is set to, but that's what they spec'd it out in their sheet. So 6 kilo, it can go as low as 1.2 kilograms or as high as 7.2 kilograms. So you got some variance in what you need to do for your production. When you're done roasting and you pull this handle, one of the great features is the cooling tray. Automatically, the arms will start to turn and it'll cool your coffee in about 2 to 3 minutes because it's got a really powerful exhaust fan attached to it. So that's one of our favorite features. It'll stay on while you're doing the next batch. You can do a lot of really good back-to-back production roasting with this machine. So as far as cleaning goes with this machine, everything's super simple. There's knobs to all the doors that you need to access and like sweep out any chaff or do any type of cleaning. Our chaff collector, you wanna make sure that you sweep that out top to bottom every time before you start your production roasting, and then about every 5 to 6 roasts when you are roasting, just to make sure there's no chaff buildup that's gonna light on fire. So not really an issue, but every roaster has that nightmare. And then last but not least, is underneath the burners, there's a tray that you do want to periodically check. That's where a lot of, if there's really small bits of chaff, it'll fall between the drum and the wall. And that's what will light and cause an ember to go into the chaff collector and start a fire. So just keep an eye on those things, but that's with any roaster. So beyond that, that's pretty much a overview of the cleaning of the MCR6. So when Quentin and I were shopping around for a production roaster, we were attending Coffee Fest and just checking out a couple of the different manufacturers. And I actually had the opportunity to chat with Steve Green, the president and owner of Mill City Roasters, and got to really deep dive with him on some of the engineering decisions that he made while designing all the Mill City Roasters. And it was a very eye-opening conversation for me. I'm also a degreed engineer, so we really hit it off and had some fun kind of banter about certain decisions and stuff, and really just understanding Steve's passion for coffee and his relentless pursuit of just quality in everything that he does. Every decision he makes is for a reason, and he really, from the top down at Mill City, he really implements that with his company. So I have nothing but great things to say about the Mill City Roaster team and Steve Green. Their tech support is fantastic. And if you ever had any issues with Mill City Roasters, as far as the product goes, the Mill City Roaster team is there in no time to help out, whether that's getting parts to you overnight if you're down for your production week, or if it's just a quick phone call to help get stuff calibrated quickly. They're always ready and they're always happy to help. So yeah, I love the team at Mill City, and we're excited to grow with them. Quentin and I, when we were looking at all the different options for the roasters, we were kind of thinking to ourselves, okay, what can we buy that will take care of all of our current production output that we need, but also give us room to scale and grow as a company with this roaster. So we were originally thinking, oh yeah, the Mill City Roaster 5 kilo may be a good option. We know of a cafe down in Florida that has one, and they always have it running, and it's enough to supply others as well as their cafe. So we're like, yeah, you know, a 5 kilo may work. We did some research and they don't make the 5 kilo anymore. So now we only had the option of a 6. And so we made it a point to go to their roaster training class up at their headquarters. And it was a really good time. We learned a lot. We had a really great experience with the Mill City team and a bunch of other folks that were learning how to roast. And the best part about it was just getting hands-on with all their products, from a 3 kilo machine all the way up to a 10 kilo machine. And it was just really cool to see how, I guess, the driver experience on each roaster was a little bit different. So getting the hands-on with a 3 kilo machine all the way up to a 20 kilo machine was really good for Quentin and I to just experience. You know, the 3 kilo is kind of like a fast, really twitchy, sensitive sports car. And then the 20 kilo is kind of like a really, just a big freight train. You know, it's gonna plow through that roast and it's just gonna do what it needs to do. So we landed on the 6 kilo because it was the perfect kind of balance between those two things. We can get some of the smaller batches in, as well as do a lot more bigger production roasts that we need to kind of crank through the volume that we have. One thing to note about the Mill City team is that if you ever get into a pinch, like let's say you have a client call you and they need a large volume of coffee really soon, they have a toll roasting program that's just absolutely phenomenal. You can send them your beans, you can send them your roast profiles, and they will handle all the roasting, all the bagging, everything for you. Obviously there's a toll roasting fee, but that program is phenomenal, that they're willing to lend their services in their facility to help you kind of, you know, get the business you need. So on top of all those things, all these great benefits to Mill City, the majority of their team is tech support. So you can rest assured every single time you turn this machine on that if you have an issue, they're gonna be able to help you figure it out. There's nothing that you will experience that they haven't seen before, and they're gonna be able to help you out with a simple phone call or a Zoom call. So definitely be sure to check Mill City out. If you're on the fence about a different roaster, do some research, do some digging, give them a call and just chat. They're an open book. They'll tell you everything you need to know to make a really informed decision. Thanks so much for watching this overview of our MCR6 from Mill City Roasters. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want more details about anything that we discussed here today, just drop a comment below and we can do a deep dive video in the future about any feature on this Mill City 6. So thanks again and have a great day. Pursue your excellence.